gold as sun and dresses in their millions and coppers over on the cunt he left us. The mother of his kids, the one who took his seed to term, who felt it kick, who felt it squirm, whose body changed, whose belly grew, whose tits and hips were shaped anew, who pushed and pushed, you're doing really well, who pushed and pushed and went through fucking hell, who pushed and screamed and swore and took deep breaths as I ripped and tore as my flesh was rent asunder by the ever wondrous miracle of birth. Woman's work. And then he left us. Twice I spliced myself for him. Twice I gave him men, full honour, love and blessings. He gave to me womb back then. He treated me as goddess born, adorned in golden fleece. His little barbarian from the north he'd brought to wed in Greece. But peace can't last when casts don't match. Him a Grecian hero and me his latest catch. Barbarians and animals, all she's good for is her snatch. And that was that. He'd done with me. He'd used me up, he'd had his fill, he'd drained his cup, he'd wiped my taste from off his lips to bury them in some girl's hips. He'd got his heirs, he had moved on, thanks for the womb, now run along. The boys were his, he'd take them too, no reason why they'd stay with you, that's what you thought, stupid bitch. And not have my sons raised by some witch, some classless, cashless, fucking tactless, baxed in fatness, northern mattress. The boys in tow left me alone with nought to show. I'd lost it all at his behest. That cock, our chicks, the palatial nest. And I know you'll say I'm better off without that brutal sadist tough. A shock he'd treat a woman so, the man's a bastard. Let him go? Well, bless you, love. And thanks for trying, but your brand of weakness, I'm not buying. You've read me wrong because you see the role of victims, not for me. I have my pride, my self-respect. Such treatment cannot go unchecked. Barbarians are animals, he said it so himself, and animals grow wild when left upon the shelf. It took us years to find a way. Get near enough to stalk my prey, but bit by bit I bode my time, till fate decreed revenge was mine. I lined me face, got my head shaved, looked just like another slave, then slipped into the royal home and found my boys. How'd they grow? They grow. Their innocence was on the cusp of morphing into sordid lust. A few more years they'd be of age, off to war to learn rampage, how to suppress a hostile nation with pillage, rape, humiliation, all the skills a prince must know to keep his subjects down below. And so, before he took them fully, before they'd learned to fight and bully, before they'd forced themselves upon a pretty war prize whilst he looked on, before he changed my little lads to heartless monsters like their dad, I woke them up, held them tight, said, Mommy's back, it's all alright. I kissed their heads, and I cooed their names, and asked them both to play me game. I'd tie them up, feet and hands. They'd be slaves from conquered lands. I'd be the hero, big and strong. They laughed at that, but they played along. I marched them up onto the roof, so he could watch, see the proof. I called his name, I shouted down, then took the blade from out my gown. I grabbed their buns and watched him come, then slit our boys' throats one by one. I stabbed and slashed, hacked and gashed every knife swing like a lash upon his back. I became hate, a vicious, frenzied hand of fate. My heart grew cold and like their blood that hot and gushing, sickening flood. That heart pumped blood beat, wet hands, numb feet, sticky, spurting, hurting, pain and stain and slow life, draining, drip, drip, drip. And he watched it all, through veils of tears. His cries of grief rang in my ears. This warrior man had been turned child by the wife he'd let grow wild. My face will be forever seared upon his eyes. Once tears have cleared, he'll see me true. He'll feel my hate, he'll pain with every breath he takes. He'll know until the day he dies the lesson deep within my eyes. Yes, he will know, by Zeus above, how much it hurts to lose a thing you love. He left us! The fucking bastard left us! Thank you.